Most budgets don't fail because of math, they fail because they don't match how life actually works. People create a budget for their perfect month, but real life is messy, unpredictable, and way more complicated. If your budget doesn't fit your real life, it's going to feel impossible to stick to. Let's talk about Jen. She made a budget where she allocated $0 for takeout, thinking she'd cook every meal, but in real life, she still ordered Chipotle 3 times a week. The budget didn't fail Jen, it just ignored her reality. This creates the guilt loop. You overspend, then feel bad, then give up on budgeting entirely. It's not just frustrating, it makes budgeting feel like punishment. But it doesn't have to be that way. Budgeting has a PR problem. People think it's about restriction, but what if it's actually about freedom? What if budgeting could help you do more of what you love, not less? That's the journey we're about to start. Ever made a budget that looked perfect on paper, but 2 weeks later, you forgot it even existed? Yeah, me too. Hey everyone, I'm Bella and welcome back to Money Talk channel, Real Talk, Smart Money with Bella. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our community where we talk money without the jargon. This video is for educational purposes only, and I'm here to help you build a budget you'll actually want to stick with. In today's video, we're breaking budgeting down into something real. Not spreadsheets and stress, but mindset, habits, and daily life. So grab a coffee, open your notes app, and let's get real about money. This is how to make a budget you'll actually use. Before you even start assigning numbers to categories, stop and ask yourself, what's the point? A budget without a purpose is like packing a suitcase without knowing your destination. You need direction before planning. It's not just math, it's about meaning. So, what are you working toward? Maybe it's peace of mind, or a long overdue trip to see family, or finally being free from debt. When you know your why, every dollar starts to have a direction. And that's when budgeting becomes exciting. Let me tell you a story. Alex had always felt budgeting was boring until he decided he wanted to buy a house in 2 years. That goal made it feel like a mission, not a chore suddenly. Every expense he tracked felt like a step closer to something real. Write down your top 3 money goals. Don't overthink it, just write what really matters to you. These goals are your compass, let them guide every future budgeting decision. Before you even think about budgeting, take a moment to understand how you're already spending. It's like checking your fridge before writing a grocery list. No use buying more milk if you've already got 3 cartons. This step helps you avoid surprises and sets you up for smarter choices. Just observe, no pressure. Track your spending for a month or 2. It's like being a money detective in your own life. You're not judging yourself, you're just collecting clues about where your cash goes. This step helps you build real awareness, and awareness leads to smarter habits. Marcus found out he was spending over $200 a month on snacks from convenience stores. That blew his mind, but it also helped him see what was going on. It wasn't about guilt, just clarity. He felt more in control, not worse about himself. Don't beat yourself up. This is not about labeling spending as bad, just be curious. Like a detective solving a mystery, you can't manage what you don't measure. And that's the whole point. Awareness is the first step toward positive change. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to budgeting. Some people love apps. Others prefer notebooks or even sticky notes. The best method is the one that works for you, not the trendiest one. If it helps you feel in control, that's what matters most. Lisa, for example, felt overwhelmed by budgeting apps. So she used sticky notes on her mirror to track spending, and it totally worked for her. The key is finding what you feel comfortable with. Don't force yourself into a method you hate. The best budgeting system is one you'll come back to. If it feels natural and fits your lifestyle, you're more likely to stick with it. Budgeting shouldn't feel like a chore. Make it part of your rhythm, not a rigid rule. Test out different methods, apps, cash envelopes, weekly check-ins. Try one for 30 days. Then tweak it if needed. It's a living process that grows with you. Budgeting isn't a one-time setup, it evolves as your life does. Life isn't always pretty or predictable, and your budget shouldn't pretend it is. From rent to random coffee cravings, you've got to plan for it all. Include both the boring bills and the fun stuff. Yes, even that weekly iced latte. A budget that matches your real life is one you'll actually stick to. Don't forget the little things like birthdays, car maintenance, or that annual subscription you always forget. These aren't surprises. They're just sneaky expenses. Jot them down ahead of time so they don't derail your whole month. Remember, budgeting isn't just math, it's planning for real life. Give yourself permission to have fun, seriously. Rihanna set aside $60 a month just for guilt-free fun. And it helped her stay consistent with everything else. When you plan for joy, you won't feel the need to break your budget to chase it. That little bit of freedom makes all the difference. Life loves to throw surprises your way, so plan for them. Even $20 a week can create a cushion for those UHO moments. Whether it's a flat tire or forgotten gift, your buffer will have your back. Your budget should bend with life, not break under pressure. Think of your weekly budget check-in like a quick, cozy date with yourself. A little ritual that's all about you. You only need 15 minutes to review your spending, see where your money's going, and make any small adjustments. Light a candle, grab your favorite drink, and create an atmosphere that feels calm and inviting. When you turn it into something enjoyable, it stops feeling like a chore and starts becoming a moment of reflection. This simple habit isn't just about numbers, it's an act of self-care that helps you feel grounded, intentional, and in control. A weekly 15-minute check-in helps you spot what's working in your budget and where a few small adjustments could make a big difference. Think of it like reading a treasure map. You know your destination, and these moments help you navigate the twists and avoid the traps along the way. Don't be afraid to get creative. Use colorful notes, fun stickers, or even doodles to bring your budget to life. When your system feels playful and personal, it becomes something you actually look forward to. The more connected you are to the process, the more likely you'll stay consistent and reach your financial goals. Celebrate small wins. They matter more than you think, and they build the momentum that keeps you going. When Janelle paid off her smallest credit card, she danced around her living room like she'd found buried treasure, and that joy fueled her next goal. Let yourself fully feel those wins, no matter how tiny they seem. This journey is filled with victories, both big and small, and each one deserves recognition. Every step forward is proof that you're making progress, and that's always worth celebrating. Ask Checked. Budgeting isn't just about numbers, it's checking in with your future self. You're building something lasting, and each check-in gets you closer. Don't skip it. You're absolutely worth the effort. Your budget isn't a rigid rule book, it's a tool, something to use, change, and shape to fit your life. If something's not working, that's okay. Just tweak it instead of giving up. You're not failing, you're learning. Every budgeting mistake teaches you something new about your spending, your habits, or your needs. Growth comes from these lessons. Life changes, and your budget should change with it. Got a new job, baby on the way. Moving to a new city, all great reasons to update your plan and keep it working for you. Be kind to yourself. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is that you're showing up, making progress, and staying consistent. Track your effort, not perfection. All right, friends, let's recap. We talked about why most budgets fail, how to ground yours in real life, track without judgment, choose the right method, and check in with yourself consistently. A budget you'll actually use is one that reflects your life, your goals, and your personality. It's not about restriction, it's about alignment. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a money mindset reset. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you've learned or will change about your budgeting approach after watching this? This is Bella with Money Talk Channel. Real talk, smart money with Bella. Thanks for spending time with me today. Keep showing up for yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.